Recently, I've seen people do Pokemon Pocket challenges by winning a match with them, like winning a match with no energies, winning a match without doing any damage, which is the same thing as no energies, and winning a match with using only a goal look, which, okay, I guess. So I decided, you know what, I want to get into the trends, but I also want to try something different. So that's when I decided to do a challenge that no person will ever try doing, using a trainer's Pokemon. Or the Pokemon that a certain trainer only uses. If you want to word it like that. Anyway, you might be wondering what do you mean by only making a deck out of a trainer's Pokemon? Well, if you are, then it's kind of self-explanatory. You literally only use the Pokemon that a certain trainer uses. Like if you're making a deck for blue, have an Executor or a Pidgeot line in the deck. If you want to make a deck for red, you will put in Pikachu and Charizard. And if you want to make a deck for Ash, you can do the same thing like I listed for red. Or you can put an Incineroar in it. It's your deck, so you get to choose, as long as it works. So I want to make a deck based off of my girlfriend Lillie. So I asked Landon if I can use his Pokemon Pocket account because me and the others share the Pokemon Pocket account. He said yes. I made a deck based off Lily's favorite Pokemon. She likes it. And after a bunch of test ones and changing trainer items and also realizing that I'm playing on the intense mode instead of beginner's level. Here's the list of Pokemon cards that I use for Lily's challenge. And here's the rules. Rule number 1, I'm only allowed to use Lily's Pokemon, being the Pokemon she used in the anime or games or Pokemon Master ZX. Rule number 2, what counts as a win is like earning 3 points. No conceding allowed, even though that can be a bit annoying because literally most of the opponents that I battled, when I get to win, they instantly concede and I would be very upset and annoyed. And rule number 3, only battling in random Wi-Fi PvP. No battling against my friends or whatever, just to make the challenge easy for me. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you all enjoy. Attempt 1 was a battle against some other person that had a Lily icon. My hand deck looked pretty good. 2 Nebbies and 1 Cutiefly, and they start off with the Darkrai. But as soon as they also had a just give it a sec. And a Giratina. That's when I knew it was one of those decks. I was a bit annoyed, but I knew this deck would be strong enough to defeat it. Anyway, Cutiefly is here to work as the Farfetch. As long as you evolve it into its Beautifly or something, then it does 40 damage like a Farfetch would do. Anyway, it draw energy and also, but I was lucky enough to get a potion, attach a Psychic Energy, evolve the Cutiefly to a Beauty Wabambi, not Beautifly Wabambi, and deal 40 damage to it. They had another Giratina, they used a Destroy, and the 20 damage chip damage. Some more energy drawn by them. Well, you did 40 more damage. Decided to wait until to evolve one of my Nebbies. And, yeah. 20 more damage done to my Wabambi. And there it goes. But that's when things all come together. I decided to put a Psychic Energy on the other Nebby, just in case. Used Rare Candy to evolve my Nebby to Solgaleo, and destroyed the opponent's Darkrai, getting me 2 points. But then they had another gear, was able to fill out the game TS moves, boosted with a red, and almost destroyed my Solgaleo until I healed it up with a Lillie card and used another Soul Breaker, which went as well as I kind of expected, but we somehow both tied, which neither of us won nor lose, but the rules didn't say anything about ties counting as a win, so that's our attempt 1 down. Time for attempt 2. Attempt 2, it was basically, I got a Cleffa, not really a decent, good start, but they had a Nebby and a Dialga. No, Giratina, not Dialga, Giratina. That's what I meant. I got myself a Cutie Fly and another Nebby. A Nebby. Not another Nebby, just... I only had one Nebby. My opponent has a Nebby and a Farfetch and a Ghastly. So already my opponent is going with an interesting strategy. Meanwhile, my strategy is just trying to figure things out where it goes. Now I got a Farfetch of my own, only a bit more stronger. With more HP than the opponent's Farfetch. Anyway, I attacked the opposing Pokemon's Nebby, and waited for my opponent to do anything. Go. So for Lillie, I kind of thought about it for a couple of minutes, like what to do. I decided to attach another energy to the other Nebby and attack the opposing Pokemon's Nebby. Until the opponent decided to evolve a Nebby into a Cosmoem, making it so that it's going to be impossible for me to attack. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna, if that's the game you want to play it, then so be it. I didn't attack at all. And that's when the opponent evolved the Cosmoem to a Lunala, destroyed a Clefairy, and I decided to send out a Bombi. Professors researched. Actually, researched, evolved my Solgaleo into, my Cosmo into a Solgaleo. Evolved my other Nebby to a Lunala, and did 40 damage to the opponent's Lunala. So far, so good. And not really, my Rabombi got destroyed. Next up is Solgaleo vs Lunala, and time to show you all that Solgaleo is the superior legendary Pokemon of Sun and Moon. And boom, destroyed. 2 points for the bag. And Giratina send out. I didn't want it to happen like last time. They Sabrina into a Lunala, which I guess that's a close call, and almost destroyed it. And this is when I was a bit confused on how this works, because I got confused with Lunala's ability, and actually gave all the energies to Solgaleo. Whoops. Oh well. Doesn't matter now, because they just Cyrused in Lunala back in, and it became another tie. If I had a nickel for every time I had a tie in a random PvP match, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange it happened twice. And back to back too. Anyway, attempt 3, it didn't happen. The opponent conceded. But by the rules, it says concedes don't count. So sadly, attempt 3 it doesn't count as a W. But then we got to attempt 4. So let's see, I got Tails, send out Cutie Fly. The opposing Pokemon had interesting Pokemon, like a Caterpie, a Bonsweet, and a Comfey. So I just Pokeballed into get a Nebby, used a mystical disc thing to get myself a Cosmoem. Realized I can't evolve Nebby to a Cosmoem yet. It did a little switcheroo for some reason, I don't know why. I just thought it would be funny. Anyway, the opponent drew a card. I somehow got so lucky enough to get Solgaleo. I did 10 damage, which wasn't a lot. Cutify died. Got Professor Oak. Then evolved my Solgaleo. Used Professor Oak. Got Lunala. Solar Breaker. Destroyed it by opponent. Waited for him to get a 10 and he conceded. Yay. Okay, attempt 5. This time it better work. I'm tired of these trainers conceding all the time, especially when I win. They have to know that when they concede, that doesn't mean I win. They're just rage critters. Attempt 5 is when things are starting to turn around. I had to deal with an electric type deck. So far my deck is looking great. It's not only getting a steel energy, but also getting a Nebby, Weird Candy, and a Solgaleo, and a Cosmoem. So already things are looking up for me. I got a Cottonee and a Steel Energy back to back. Actually not really, a Steel Energy Psychic, then another Steel Energy, which is already looking great. Evolved my Solgaleo, evolved my Nebby to a Solgaleo. Did absolutely nothing because I don't have 2 Steel Energies yet. Then, there it comes. Another Steel Energy, baby, let's go. Solgaleo destroyed the Zapdos, getting me 1 point. My opponent then sends in an Electrode. For some reason, they could have done any other Pokemon, but chose a Pokemon that has cost 2 energies to attack, but okay. And then I was like, just attach a Psychic Energy to a Clefairy, attach the Solgaleo, and I thought I was gonna send out the Zebstrika, but instead, he decided to use a Heal Up tile, and then evolve it into Heal Up Discs. I think that's how I pronounce it. And I was confused until I realized he was throwing the game. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is the easiest win for me. And that's what I won. Won the match and finally won the challenge. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. And see y'all next time. Goodbye.